On this week's episode of the Super Chevy Bros Podcast, the boys go over Game Passes, new acquisitions, and the merging of Bethesda into Microsoft. Biko is wary of this new 4K Nintendo Switch. Chevar contemplates whether he'll ever play another game again. And Chevar forces Biko to listen to horrible Japanese news stories. I'm Kulanika and I'm spending my stimulus on Blood Dregs and chocolate ice cream. And this is the Super Chevy Bros Podcast.
Welcome to Super Chevy Bros Podcast. This is your host Chevar, and that's Cheval, and we ain't afraid of no hoes. This is episode 74.
What? And am I also a host? Is that a thing?
What did I say?
You said you're the host. You said this is Cheval. You said, yeah, this guy's here.
Well, you said it, not me. So,
all right, whatever. That's fine.
Not my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Not my problem.
You give us these light skinned pictures again in our slideshow over here with the super duper brightness on it.
That's not my fault. It's your fault. You're the one that can't do the slides.
I did the slides. What are you talking about?
Once. You did it once.
Yeah, and guess what? It was great that time. I clicked on links. I was zooming in on videos. Yeah, no. What you been up to? I know you peasants out there in no PS5 land. You know, y'all still rock with the Neos and the the same games I'm playing because the PS5 has no games. But have you been playing anything else?
I played Loop Hero. And
okay, so what is that game?
Loop Hero is it's an RPG based on it's kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons thing. So you're more of like a dungeon master. You don't control the character or anything. He goes in a loop, and in the loop it starts with like basic enemies like slimes or something. And then he gets in the fights, and he fights on like a timer. So when his bar fills up, he hits, and when the slime's bar fills up, it hits you. You pick up armor and shields and rings and things like that. But you also pick
off.
Okay, and you also pick up cards. Cards are like they're used to mostly affect the environment. So if you build mountains around the loop, if you get a card, the card might have like a mountain on it. If you build mountains around the loop, your character gets 5 more health per mountain. And then if a mountain's next to another mountain, you get an extra 2 or 3 health or something. And you get but you also get enemy cards. So you can put spider's nest that spawns a spider every day or something like that. So you get your guy going around the loop so that the loop gets more difficult. So you add things to it. You add things to make it more easy, and you try to get as much stuff back. And on one part of the loop, there's always a campfire. So when you're close to the campfire, you can leave. And if you leave, you take back your resources. You go back to like your camp, and you can build stuff to kind of build up your base. So it's like a base builder, and then it's also like in the opposite of a tower defense, because instead of you stopping something, you just kind of want it to keep going. It's fun. It's not like super involved or anything. It's fun. You can pause it. It doesn't make you keep going without pausing or anything.
No, it sounds good. It sounds fun. I haven't because I wanted to read reviews about it, but then I didn't. So I was just waiting for you to play it so you could tell me about it. It's only on PC, right? It's not on anything else.
Yeah, it's just PC.
Yeah. A bunch of other shit is on PC now. I don't know if this is on the. I'm pretty sure this isn't on the. Is this on the agenda? The all the Game Pass shit they got added.
I mean, you can talk about it. It doesn't have to be on the agenda.
Well, all I know is I'm kind of mad because there's some Bethesda games that I don't think they're going to release a PS5 update for anymore. I think they originally intended to, but now that the acquisition went through with Microsoft, I don't think they're going to update them. Like right now, I'm playing Doom Eternal, and the new DLC comes out tomorrow, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
And the game runs awesome on PS5. It runs great. It loads.
You think
3 seconds?
You think okay? Hold on. You think they're not going to update games that are already out? Is that what you're saying? Because
with okay, here's the thing. Xbox has been like fucking gassing up this FPS boost thing, right? And 2 of the games they brought it to recently, which we might talk about this later. FPS boost, literally, it sounds like what it sounds like. They're games that ran at like 30 FPS on Xbox One, and now on Series X and S, they go up to 60. There's a Digital Foundry video about it. You should look it up if you're interested. Basically, it ups the resolution too, because it uses like the Xbox One X version. So the PS5 doesn't have a version of that. Like for instance, Prey, now it runs at 60 frames per second on Series X and Series S, but it does not run like that on PS5. It still has some input lag issues, which is a big thing that was wrong with Prey when it first came out. So I don't know. They could like pull some bullshit where these updates either are low key and they don't come out like around the same time the Xbox ones come out. Like for instance, they could do this FPS boost thing, and then the PS5 versions get it like a year later or something. They just won't announce it. They'll just be like, "Oh, it's updated. You can play it now." But
I doubt that.
Yeah.
I mean, they might pull something like, not releasing. I don't think that wouldn't be beneficial at all. I mean, people have bought the game; they're fans of it. I would argue some of those games, more of them are owned on PlayStation than on Xbox. Why would they?
I mean, they haven't said anything about doing anything similar for Prey and Dishonored and all those other games on PS5. Like they haven't even mentioned it. Like Doom Eternal runs great right now, but that's just because the PS5 is just loads it faster and it keeps a more stable frame rate. But that has nothing to do with an update. Like I remember there was a press release in November where they said, "Oh yeah, no, we're coming out with a PS5 update. Don't worry." But there's been and I don't think there's a Series X update either. Like, let me be clear. I don't want to say that already exists, but I don't know. They might be like, "Oh, the Series X update is out. The PS5 one comes out in like 6 months or something like that."
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We might be Billy Joel in it here, but I don't know. Because the way they were talking before, Xbox, Microsoft is like they're all about, they're not into exclusives and all that stuff. And then the moment, like the day they actually get the acquisition done, they're like, all the games are exclusives now. So
yeah.
Who knows?
Well, that's what I was expecting them to do in the first place, because they kept being like, "Oh, it happens officially on this day." Remember, it happens officially on this day. Then they did then they did like a little conference where they basically were like, "Yeah, fuck you. In the future, most of these games are probably going to be exclusive to Xbox," which we'll see. I mean,
should have expected.
I feel like if an Elder Scrolls comes out and it's not like on PlayStation at some point, I feel like that would be kind of wild. Or even Switch and shit, because they still have player bases on those things. I mean, they released Doom Eternal on Switch not that long ago, so
yeah. But I'm still not gonna buy an Xbox just to play Elder. I mean, I've got a PC. I'll play it on there.
Yeah, I got a PC, so I'm participating in all of these things I'm saying that Xbox is doing. But I think they're gonna add 300 games tomorrow because EA Play is coming to Game Pass tomorrow. So
let's just go
all
into
those
the
games
news,
I've been.
You won't stop talking.
Oh, okay.
You're spoiling the show.
We could have just talked about something else. You know what? Before we talk about this, I will say I'm playing a lot of Doom. If you're looking for something with a challenge that isn't the same 3 games people tell you to play, which is Neo and Dark Souls 3. Doom Eternal's first DLC is some bullshit. shit. That first DLC is garbage. Not in a good way. I'm almost done with it, but it's supposed to be 8 hours. It's not going to take me 8 hours. It's going to take me like 10 or 12 because
so it is going to take you 8 hours
and shit.
Whoa.
It's going to take me more than 8 hours.
Yeah, there you go.
It's going to take me more than 8 hours. Because I finished the base campaign in like a week or in 2 weeks, and it was really good. Great game. If you haven't played it yet, it's on Game Pass. It's on sale on PlayStation all the time. I have it on PlayStation. That's where I've been playing it. But they released the new DLC tomorrow, which I already have it, but I'm not gonna play it yet because I need to finish the first one. But I'm afraid because that game's fucking hard. Like that's one of the hardest first-person shooters I've played because it literally like forces you have to switch weapons every like 2 seconds because you have to do all the combos and shit. There's like mini bosses with shields that you have to like counter them and shit. Like it's like it's intense, man.
Yeah. But did you play Shadow Warrior on the hardest difficulty? Because that's a hard game.
Shadow Warrior 1? Yeah, no, actually, but that game was hard. I did play it on hard, and it was pretty hard. That was a hard game. See, like I played Doom on like the second hardest difficulty, and it was pretty hard. But the DLC was a whole other like the base game was like, oh, there's a couple of hard parts, but like the DLC, it's like from beginning to end, it's like fuck you the whole time. It's like no, this isn't fun anymore. You're trying to survive this room, so you don't have to try to kill 5 mini bosses at the same time again. It's insane, dude.
Well, I'll
you should play it.
I'll play it at some point. I got a whole loop here to beat before then. Anyway, okay. Let's start with the news. If I can find the button for the thing. I don't know. It's not where. What did you do with my button?
I didn't, Chevar. I literally can't do anything to your button.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay. There you go. All right, so Bethesda, they were officially acquired by Microsoft, which is something that was announced last year. It was a big bomb drop. It was rumored like literally hours before it was announced. But it officially went through in March. They said this last year that this is going to happen. And pretty much as soon as it happened, a lot of the biggest Bethesda games from the past decade, and for some reason, every Doom game ever, you can play them on Game Pass now. So you have Dishonored, both games with, I don't know if it's with all DLC. When I checked Doom Eternal, it didn't have any of the DLC, but you have Dishonored, you have all the Fallout games, you have Skyrim, you have Oblivion, Morrowind's even there. I don't know why I feel like that would hurt your eyes to go back to that shit. All the Wolfenstein games that came out in the past decade are there as well. Doom 1, Doom 2, Doom 64, and I think Doom 3 as well, and Doom 2016, which I think was already there. And then like a couple days after that, Microsoft said that Outriders, right? I keep calling it Outsiders.
That's coming up later, but yeah.
Yeah, that's coming out later. Anyway, Bethesda happened. And then also tomorrow, I think I mentioned it earlier, EA Play, which they promised was going to happen for PC at the end of last year. EA Play is going to be a part of Game Pass now for PC, which it's been a part of Game Pass for Xbox since last year, but PC finally will have it tomorrow. But yeah, so Xbox just added a shit ton of stuff to Game Pass, which I'm not going to lie, I feel like Game Pass is almost too cheap, but I'm not going to say that too loud because
well, I mean, we already know they're going to take the price up. They already tried it with the Xbox Live. This is straight.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And they reversed it in a day because, the backlash from people paying just to be online. And I don't know. I think
right, like how dare they?
Yeah, I think it's going to go up at some point because there's a lot of value in it, and I think they're trying to prove there's a lot of value in it so that at some point they can say, okay, pay us $10 more per year, or another $5 more per month, or whatever they figure it out to be, so that because I mean they want you to stream everything anyway at some point.
Yeah, they're all about the streaming right now, and I feel like they're gonna let it run throughout this year, probably do the whole, especially because what is everybody trying to do now? Like, we're giving you free games so you can stay at home and play video games instead of going out because of COVID, right? So I think they're gonna do that for a while, like keep the price where it is, have all these constant deals. I think when we get to 2022 though, they're gonna be like, nah, fuck that. They're gonna like double the price or something, or like add on a little bit. Because like you said, they already had cards like sent out to GameStop and other retailers raising the price of Xbox Live, and they canceled it last second because Microsoft can do that. So,
Well, I mean, of course they can do it. It's their company. Do whatever they want. But
yeah, exactly. Like, especially it's just cards. Like, it doesn't mean anything. I was kind of confused about this because some of the games on this list were already on Game Pass. Like, I'm pretty sure Skyrim was already there. Fallout 76 was already there. Doom Eternal was already there. Wolfenstein was already there. So I feel like they kind of,
maybe it wasn't there for PC.
It's like a half truth. It was. That's where I see all the. I actually had Skyrim installed already. Yeah, no, those games were already there. I'm pretty sure Oblivion was there too.
Maybe
The Evil
mobile?
Within was definitely there.
I don't know, because I know they have the streaming mobile thing too that they do. So
that's probably what it is. They probably added it to the mobile and some of those to Xbox, whichever ones weren't there already. Yeah. But I'm excited. I played a lot of Doom 1. That game's old as fuck, but it's still pretty fun. It's I don't know how you guys did that, but
is this what you want? You just want a Doom podcast? Because I think you've said it like 50 times. Doom. We're talking about Bethesda. Why wouldn't I talk about Doom? I mean, you didn't talk that much about Evil Within. I never played it. Skyrim. Elder Scrolls. Skyrim's cool. I'm actually thinking about re-downloading Skyrim and modding it. I'm thinking about trying Rage 2 out because it's on Game Pass now. Okay. So, all right. But there's going to be 3,000 other things coming. So, yeah. No more Doom. No more Doom. Okay. No more Doom. All right. Ninja Turtles getting another beat 'em up game made by the Scott Pilgrim. Who makes Scott Pilgrim? Okay, so this is a new studio. I think they're called I'll Google it while we're talking. But so basically the team who made Scott Pilgrim, they left Ubisoft at one point and they made their own studio. So this is that studio. So the name of the studio is oh shit, I almost found it. Nope, I can't. Nope. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so basically that old team, they're the ones who are making it. And at this moment, Ubisoft does publish the old Scott Pilgrim game because they own the rights to it, but the guys who made that aren't associated with Ubisoft anymore, I'm pretty sure. So I'll find it. But what's the studio's name? There's a lot of sentences with no name. Why are you what are you talking about? A lot of sentences with no name. Why are you shitting on me in public like this? Tribute Games. That's what the name of it is. Jesus Christ. Right there. It's right there in the. You couldn't give me. Oh, it's in the agenda. Oh wow. Okay. See, can you also change the picture since we want to criticize each other the whole time? Yeah, you could have changed that 5 minutes ago. I didn't say shit because I was being nice, but we're just gonna do this or whatever. Yeah, no, I'm excited for this because I've been playing the Scott Pilgrim game again on PS5 and all that, especially after they patched it and it's got a lot less crashing now, which that wasn't just a PS5 thing, it was across like most consoles. It just kept fucking crashing over and over. But no, these are always fun. These are always just fun beat 'em ups. I don't know, anything if it's Castle Crashers, Streets of Rage, all that shit, especially if it has like an RPG element to it, like it's always pretty fun. And
I mean, I also like that it's something new. It's not just them remaking like an old game, because I don't know, I'm kind of tired of that. I mean, then again, I'm going to talk about a different first person shooter, because now you said I can't talk about another one. I've been playing a lot of Halo, and yeah, I see why people just look at old things all the time, because sometimes old shit's really good. So we need
Is Halo
new
old?
shit. Like Halo 2 through Halo 1 through 4. Yeah, I would say they're old, or like game wise.
I guess if you say so.
Okay, but like you know the trend of the past decade or two. We're gonna remaster games 3 years that they came out. Like, bro, I don't want that. Like, no, give me something new, even if it is pixely graphics.
But you just said you like going to play the old thing.
I know. When I was playing devil's advocate. Like, yeah, sometimes the old thing's really cool, especially when it looks slightly shiny, right? But at the same time, the new shit's really cool. Like, especially if you do something new with it, like TMNT, like Team Ninja Turtles isn't like a new thing, but okay, I'll stop talking. Never mind. I'm just
trying to figure out where your point was going.
Don't worry about it. I don't.
What about the Halo? Go back to your Halo. You're talking about you're playing Halo. What about the Halo?
I'm not here for you to embarrass me, dude.
I'm not trying to embarrass you. I was trying to listen to what you say. What about the Halo? What were you saying about the Halo?
You got stuck on the Halo thing. All I said with the Halo thing is that I get why people like revisiting old shit over and over. They could have easily just said, actually, we're not going to make a new TMNT game. We're just going to fucking re-release the old one with new cartoon graphics like they did the shitty Battletoads remake, right? Like, they could have done that. Or they could have, or like they did Halo 2, where they said, we're going to re-release Halo 2, but it's got shiny new graphics, but it's the same fucking game, right?
But
no, they're making something brand new.
I think they did release the old game again, like 3 years ago.
Yes, they did. That's what I mean. I like that this is not that, because they could have easily just done that again. And guess what? People would have been fucking happy with it.
No, they wouldn't be happy. They just got it.
They remastered games that came out 2 years ago, and people are like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, but they don't
playing.
They don't remaster remasters. They don't remaster remasters.
Resident Evil 4 would like to say hi.
No. That's not the same. That's ports. And Resident Evil 4 was never remastered. It's getting its first remaster. All right.
So when Resident Evil 4, no, it's not a port.
It is
I think one of them said okay, it was a port.
It's a port.
So here's the thing.
It's a port. It's not a remaster.
If Resident Evil 4, the remake comes out, and then they remaster it a week or two later, like a year or two later, it gets a new release. Why wouldn't they?
That's never happened before. What do you mean?
How many times has the Shadow of the Colossus been released?
Twice.
3 times. On
Ports
PS2,
are not remasters.
On PS3, and on PS4. But do you not remember people shitting bricks when they said we're coming back with Shadow of the Colossus on PS3, and niggas was like, oh, shit,
because
they brought the
because it's a good game.
3 years ago back.
No. A, it's a good game. B, we're going from the physical age to the digital age, and the digital age means you'd own it forever. I mean, in people's minds, even in PS3 days, you think, oh, we buy these games online, we own these games forever. That's like the thing. So now you can buy this game, have it forever digitally, and in the future PlayStation 6s and shit, right, you'll be able to play them. That's why people were excited about that. It's not just, oh, it's coming back and it looks better. It's not a remaster. It's just a port. That's all that was. The actual remaster was a remaster. And you can't.
Well, somebody should let Nintendo know what a remaster is then.
No, Nintendo, all they know is money. And they know money and fools, because that's all they got. Money and fools.
They've done a couple of remasters. Like, remember that time they remade a Zelda game and all they did was make it claymation and niggas loved it?
What are you talking about? Every single Mario game is a remaster. Because it's the same game over and over. I saw you and Haley playing whatever joke of a game you guys are playing. That's the same thing I was seeing Matthew play literally like 8 years ago.
No, it's literally not the same. Oh,
It's the same
you
thing.
meant like the
It's the
you mean
same
the
thing.
2D one, right? The 2D one,
2D,
right? Or the 3D one?
3D, 4D. I don't care.
Chevar, what genres of games are? So Mario's a platformer, right? And in Mario, sometimes, and then sometimes in Dark Souls games, have you noticed the sequels are kind of the same as the game before them?
Oh,
Have you noticed that before?
I guess I did notice that cat suit was a new thing, right? That cat suit, that's new, right?
Yeah.
So now you're gonna lie. Now you're a liar. Now you're lying.
The cat suit was new to 3D World. 3D. You keep talking about 3D World like it came out yesterday. 3D World was a Wii U game that came out like 5 years ago. Chevar, that's not.
What were you playing when I saw you playing?
3D World. It's a.
telling
It's the port. It's Chevar. It's a.
Hold on. You telling me 3D World with the cat suit? That's the first time the cat suit showed up.
Yes. That was the thing, Chevar. When it came out, it was, oh shit, everybody's a cat. It's Cat Mario. It's the cat suit. Oh shit. Are you Googling it?
Yep.
You gonna check that? So you thought all this shit about Mario to the person who actually has played any of the games that came out in the Mario series in the past decade, and you want to argue with me about, oh, the cat suit was new.
Well, I wasn't expecting to see you playing a game from 2013 on your stream.
Well,
right?
Chevar, I've explained it on this show and on my stream multiple times. It's a port of a game that already came out. So what do you?
How much should it cost?
What do you want?
How much should it cost?
It costs $60. Why?
Okay. All Nintendo knows is
Chevar,
money.
you can't talk shit. You twice within the same.
Nobody can understand anything you're saying because you're screaming.
Chevar,
you gotta bring it down. Your levels are too
NBA
high.
2K. You bought NBA 2K twice within the same year. You can tell me shit, bro. And I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, okay,
it was a different game.
Let me tell you the difference. Can I tell you the difference?
You can see the sweat dripping off of Shaq's balls.
Hey, listen.
I don't want to see the sweat dripping off of Shaq's balls, dog.
Listen. Can you hear me out? There are many similarities between my situation and your situation. You bought it on a more advanced console. I bought mine on a more advanced console. Mine had sweat dripping from balls. Yours had sweat dripping from balls. But listen, mine
difference? Had new content.
You know the difference?
Mine actually had new content though. It wasn't just updated graphics.
The difference was.
What's the difference? The mine had extra content.
No, the difference was mine were released 2 months within each other. Yours was released 7 years apart. And you still paid $60. Both of those games were new. The old one I had was still new. It was $60 on the shelf. The new one I bought was still new. And so it's $60. It doesn't matter.
All I'm hearing is that you paid $110 and I paid $60. So I don't know where you coming from, but I ain't listening.
No, you're buying this scaled up to what was it, 1080i or something like that game.
It's not even scaled up. You're giving it way more credit than what it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's all Mario games are remastered. There's nothing new.
You talk to me about talking about Doom for 30 seconds. Podcast, you have some shit to talk about Nintendo. You start going in on Nintendo for no reason. Nintendo. There's fucking Ninja Turtles out there, bruh. That's what they doing.
Hey, bring the volume down because nobody can hear you. You cutting out. Your microphone is covering its ears.
Well, they can hear me on my stream, so.
I doubt it.
All right, go to the next thing, man. I'm not arguing with you about your weird hatred of Mario.
There's no weird hatred.
Lord. Yeah, there is. You haven't even played one of the dude's games in forever, and you hate him.
What are you talking about? I played one of them, and then I came back, and he gave me the same thing. He gave me the same thing. Every time. It's Mario.
Right,
I know he's cute and charming.
That's like me getting mad that I played Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4. And Reach. All today because in the Master Chief Collection they let you shuffle between games for multiplayer matches. And guess what, Chevar? They were all kind of similar. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't throw my fucking computer out the window and go, "You gave me the same game." No, I said, wow, that's kind of cool how they kept it consistent for like multiple games while all the games kind of feel different. I feel the same about Mario. Most of those games are pretty different.
Do you jump on mushrooms?
This is the nigga that plays
No,
Neo
I'm
and
asking
Neo
you.
2,
I'm
ladies
asking you a
and gentlemen.
question. I'm
All
asking you a
right,
question. No, answer the question. Do you jump on
Neo and Neo
mushrooms?
2 like those are act like those are different games?
Do you jump on
They're the
mushrooms?
same game.
Do you jump on mushrooms? Do you jump on Goomba?
No,
Do you jump on everything?
No, you don't.
just jump on them.
mushrooms. Yeah.
So now you're gonna lie. Okay.
Ah, man, and then in Neo you just chop and you just chop, and then in Dark Souls you just chop and you just chop. And then in Code Vein, you just chop and you just chop. It's just the same shit over and over. I don't get it.
At least I pressed different buttons to chop this time.
Oh my fucking god!
How many buttons are there in Mario? There's jump and spin, and then move.
Anyway, so Capcom says that people are sending out fake invites for an early Resident Evil Village early access demo. No, not demo. Just early access to the game. And no, don't do that. This isn't 2002. Don't open emails from people you don't know. Capcom said there will be an early access for some fans, but they will get an email from an actual person that is Capcom, not no reply at capcom.com, which is what people have been getting fake invites from that fish them and take all their info. Isn't it 2 months? It wouldn't early access be like in like a month anyway?
Yeah, but you don't tell someone early access like the day. I'm sure they know. It's about the time.
Yeah, I'm sure people who are gonna get their free codes or whatever like have had them like already know when they're supposed to get them. But
no, they'll know when no, they don't get them that early.
No, that's what I mean, Chevar. Like they know when they'll get them, not like they have them and then they can't play them until a certain time. That's not what I meant.
Okay. I mean, watch out for getting an email about that. I don't know. What's the scam though?
Huh.
I don't get the scam.
It's just fake invites, and then they fucking take your info, Chevar. It's like any other phishing email. You download some files, and then they lock your computer down.
So they spelled phishing wrong. Okay, I got it. I was thinking about.
What do you mean they spelled phishing wrong? Who spelled phishing wrong? Where is phishing anywhere on there?
I read phishing.
Ain't no fishing on there, bruh. Yeah, so basically it's 2021. You still got to tell people, don't open suspicious emails if you don't know who they're from and if it's too good to be true. I don't think Capcom is going to email you a game that's probably not entirely finished yet.
Yeah, just for free.
Yeah, for free. I don't think they're
my King African uncle made sure, like I knew it was real because I had to send him $750 before he could send me back my $100 trillion. So I know that's real because it's not too good to believe because I got to spend money to make money. That makes sense, right? That's how the world works. So I'm getting the extra stimmy. All right. Extra stimulus,
Jesus
baby.
Christ. How are you getting the extra stimulus? I don't like
from
that.
my African uncle, my African king uncle, who's trying to make sure that his throne isn't usurped.
Good luck on that one. I hope that works out for you. Side news. This is actually related because phishing scams. Earlier this month, a developer for Diablo 2 Resurrected, which, by the way, remember when we said Vicarious Visions was acquired by Blizzard? This is what they're doing. They're remaking Diablo 2. They are calling out people in the Diablo 2 Resurrected subreddit for giving out fake alpha keys or for like scamming people in the Reddit. And people in the Reddit are like banning them when they come in there to be like, hey guys, this is fake. I actually work on the game. We're not sending anything out yet. So, yeah, be careful, especially if it's just like on the Reddit or something like that. Like, bro, anybody can run a Reddit. That could just be some dude. You don't know nobody. So yeah, no. And honestly, if you want to play Diablo 2 that bad, just go play the old one until the new one comes out. Same thing. They even said it's basically the same game, just reskinned.
Well, if you like Diablo, just go play Neo. It's the same thing. It is. It's the same thing.
Seems to be a different.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Neo.
I don't think combat flows exactly the same at all, but
it's the same thing.
Sure. Okay.
Avengers fans take offense.
What?
Wrong.
Avengers fans take offense as devs defend new XP changes. So tomorrow, or is it today? What's today? Alexa, what's today?
It's tomorrow. It's March 17th, sure.
Welcome to episode 74 of the Super Chevy Bros Podcast. It is Wednesday, March 17th. We are past the Ides of March. Avengers fans take offense that the devs defend new XP changes.
Patty's
So
Day.
tomorrow, today's St. Patty's Day?
Yeah, you're supposed to be getting drunk, dude.
That's my secret.
No,
I'm
don't
always
say
drunk.
that. Don't say that on a recording. Oh, Jesus Christ. You did it, ladies and gentlemen.
So tomorrow, there's a big update. That's when the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X updates are coming. This is also an update that is the Cyberpunk update out yet?
No.
Okay, so this update beats the Cyberpunk update. If you don't remember, the Cyberpunk update was supposed to come out in January. Anyway, so stop jacking off with the air. Anyway, so the big update tomorrow for Avengers, right? You got a new character coming in. You're gonna have new PlayStation and Xbox next gen, this gen updates, better frame rates, better load times. But they also made some balance changes. So they say that they've changed it where, so in the game you get to like level 50. I think there are 50 levels, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And at level 50 is when
checked.
you, maybe it's not 50. There's a certain, because, okay, so you level up in the game, and at a certain point, you get all the experience points you can get for a character. And then after that,
Yeah.
maybe you don't, maybe it's 50, right? So they've decided that after level 25, the earnings change. So originally in the game, let's say, for example, it takes 100 points to level up from level 1 to 2. That didn't change between 10 and 11 or 25 and 26 or anything. This is the same. So you level up pretty fast in that game. I'd say if you took a character and played them, like if you played the game every afternoon for like a week or something, you could max out each character pretty easily.
I didn't know it was that easy.
Yeah, like I almost maxed out. Well, no, I did. I maxed out my Hulk's skills and skills. I almost maxed out Captain America. I was halfway with Scarlett Johansson and Kamala Harris. I just picked up Iron Man. So like you used to move through them pretty fast, but I guess they feel that's too fast, and so they've decided to scale it back. So after you hit that halfway mark, it takes longer. Thing is, we don't know how much longer. So like people are upset because they feel like they're trying to make you grind more, which I don't think it's a grind time wise. I think it's a grind activity wise, because when I was playing last, there aren't that many things to do, so it feels grindy. But I don't know. I think we really can't tell until it's out and you can see how long the difference is between from the first half and the second half.
Yeah.
I think it kind of makes sense because there are only how many characters in the game? 6, 7, 8 characters.
There's like 8 or 9. Yeah.
Right. There's Iron Man, Captain Man, Hulk Man, Thor Man, Woman Man.
Yeah, there's gonna be 8 after
Stretch
the DLC
Man,
comes out.
Arrow Man, Arrow Woman. So yeah, that's 8.
I think that's kind of bullshit. They released two of basically the same character in a row. What the fuck is that? Where's Black Panther? Where's Spider-Man?
They're not the same. Have you played the new character, Kate Bishop?
Okay, you know what I mean, Chevar. This is like giving me fucking Miles Morales, and then you give me Spider-Man the next time.
No, it is. It is absolutely not the same. It is not the same at all. It's like the difference if I gave you. It's like if I gave you Cyclops and then Nightcrawler. It's not Cyclops and it's she's like Nightcrawler. You zoom around the map, you teleport, you have a sword like a katana. You that's her power. Yes, her projectiles are her arrows, but a lot of what you're doing is like you're Nightcrawler basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's fine then.
To me, she's kind of the coolest one to use with her powers. She's really fun. But Hawkeye is going to be more traditional. I think he's going to lean more toward the Iron Man, more projectile stuff. But no one plays this game anymore, so it's kind of hard to talk about. But we'll see. The update's out tomorrow. Biko says he'll start playing it, but I know what that.
We already went through this. I had to start it over, and then I found a more fun game, and I played it, and now I'm playing Avengers again, so it's okay. Avengers is cool. I got pissed off because I had to start the game over, and now I have to do that. So
also
I'm gonna keep playing it.
You can play the story mode again. It'll scale up with you. The story mode I feel was fun. They had some interesting moments. The cinematics are pretty fun. Some of the missions were neat. I'd play that again. It's the same with Outriders. This game and Outriders and any game really. If I need people to, I mean, we're in the multiplayer age, you know? You got to have people play with you. And if you're not playing and Sleestack's not playing and the M to the X to the G to the P to the X and I've forgotten the X in there isn't playing. And then Kamala Harris isn't playing. And
I wouldn't play with her ass anyway. I'm good.
You know I have Kamala.
I'm good on that one,
PlayStation
Chief.
5, right? We're friends. You know she drops the N-bomb all the time. All the time.
I'm sure because she hates niggas. She lock them up. She fucking hates them. Yeah. She's the vice president of locking Negroes up. Anyway, no, that's cool. I'm excited for the patch. That's what I'm mostly excited for. I want the game to load faster because that's my biggest complaint with it. Even after moving it to the SSD on the PS5, it still had shitty loading times. Like the loading times were improved by like 10 or 15 seconds, but that's like 10 or 15 seconds compared to like a minute. So that's still 40, like 40, 45 seconds.
It's 25%.
Yeah,
fast.
Exactly.
That's pretty fast.
Like I said, it's better, but the patch will make it even better than that. So
yeah,
that's like, it's like how when I play MK11 still, I load into matches faster than other people. It literally says, please wait, because other people's consoles are still like loading, which is really fucking funny. Except sometimes the PC people, though, they got their shit together. They have an SSD and then they don't take as long. But yeah, no, I just want the patch. All of these games that I have that have been out for almost a year, if not a year, I need them to have a patch. Like the patch needs to be here. I don't need.
Here's the thing. All right,
I need the new version.
All right, look, I'm gonna just be real with you. Okay, you're one of these bourgeoisie, white privileged
these
people who's got a PlayStation.
Chevar,
5,
I'm literally not white.
It doesn't matter. You still.
I'm literally not white.
Your girlfriend does it for you. She applied. She got it for you. Look,
no, if that's what we're important. No, she does not.
Bro, chill. Listen, I know well-established white people that don't have PlayStation 5s. You got a PlayStation 5. That's not cool. That's why there's no updates. No one's got one. I mean, people have them. Yeah, people got it. Like, so we read the numbers last week, right? Some millions of people got them, but like, no one's got them. You know, you got the fire.
You weren't saying. All I'm saying is you weren't saying this shit when you had a PS4 last year. When you had to wait until the new release date, and then you still had one. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
When the PS4s came out, you were one of the first people to get PS4 in Japan.
That was a different situation.
Anyway,
when I was in Japan, I got the PlayStation 4 on day one. Japan got the PlayStation 4 like 6 months after everyone else. Right? But I couldn't complain because they were readily available. This is a PlayStation 5. All right? They've got to work out getting it out to people before they get all these patches and updates that you think about, okay?
Nah, fuck that. No, that's bullshit. Because, okay, like, for instance, the only ones I get are the ones that are, like, time exclusive. Like, for instance, Yakuza Like a Dragon or Yakuza 7, which I learned that in Japan, they just fucking call it Yakuza 7, but in America, they didn't call it Yakuza 7 because they wanted new people to play the game. And I also learned that in Japan, it's just called Like a Dragon. So what the fuck is even going on?
No. It's the same as Resident Evil 7 and Biohazard 7. The series is called Biohazard there. Yeah. Resident Evil here. And then when they got to 7, it was called Resident Evil Biohazard. And over there, it's Biohazard Resident Evil 7. That's it. Over there, the series is...
I understand. I'm telling you, I read an article. Anyway.
Let me explain it because you kind of messed it up. No, I got people in the chat. They're complaining at you. Did you read the chat?
Finish what I was saying.
No, hold on. Go back. Save it.
Hold on. I was in the middle of saying something.
I'm a Stevie Wonder you.
Saying something.
I'm gonna Stevie Wonder you.
What the fuck do you mean you're gonna Stevie Wonder me? Okay, anyway, like I said before. Oh my god. Can I get to my original point? What I'm trying to say is,
go ahead.
I get the ones where exclusivity stops the new version from coming out. Like Yakuza, that was like a contractual thing. The PS5 version didn't come out until like last week, even though they've probably had it ready since the Xbox version was ready. They probably had it ready, right? And there's weird quirky stuff like it's harder to transfer saves and all that. But I don't know. Like as far as stuff like that I don't know. When you have PC versions that perform better than the current console versions that are out, and you have consoles that are ready to handle that better, like that better software, like handle that software better, I don't know why you wouldn't just charge me for it if you want to. Sure, I don't care. Like the Final Fantasy VII remake, they're still going to charge me for that, even though I got it through PS Plus, right? But some of these things, like if your game's been out for a year, you have a patch. Like The Last of Us, right? I'm going to be really mad if they try to pull some bullshit and they sell multiplayer with like a DLC or something. Because I heard that there's a rumor that there's a DLC coming out where you just play as Abby. But anyway, I don't understand why a lot of these games don't have updates out already. Like if the consoles are out and they have an up, like they have an update like ready. But they just don't give a date. Or they don't know when it's going to come out. Like, it's kind of nerve-wracking because I have all these games where I'm like, okay, cool. Borderlands 3 has a PS5 version. Most of my other games don't.
I can explain this to you, okay? Just like I did before, all right? No one's got a fucking PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X. I mean, I guess Xbox isn't having as many shortage problems, but they're not like in full supply everywhere. Right. So if you have a game, you make games. Game is what you do. You do the do of games. Right. You got to think, OK, we can make this patch for this thing during this pandemic where everybody's working at home. And now we have to coordinate in this way.
Yeah, it's easy.
And we can push it out, or we can kind of take a time because no one has these things anyway and get a patch out eventually. Or we might even just skip a patch because by the time everyone gets these new machines, no one's playing Last of Us Part 2 anyway.
No, that's bullshit. Last of Us Part 2, they said they had like a fucking multiplayer update to come out with. So they owe an update in the first place. So that's a bad example.
Well, they got stuff to work on then. Because it's Corona time, baby. You know?
No, you're right. That's a valid point. There's like there's a whole pandemic happening. No, I don't want you to put. I'm gonna turn your volume down on my stream. But really bad timing, by the way. Anyway, so I don't know. Good for Avengers. I'm excited to play with the new update coming out tomorrow.
Is that what we're talking about, Avengers?
Yeah, we're talking about Avengers. But yeah, we can go to the next thing. I don't care.
I'm gonna play it tomorrow. I want to get Hawkeye. I want to go through and play the stuff. There's tons of story I haven't done. You know.
Hey, all the DC people will be watching HBO for the next 10 hours on the same day. So all the Marvel people can go on the Avengers game and all grind. So, you know, since those guys like to argue a lot.
Did you see Justice League? Did you see the original Justice
no,
League?
I never saw the original Justice League.
Can you do a favor for me? All right. Do I ask you for many favors?
No.
All right. Do a favor for me. Please. Like within the next 24 hours. All right. 48 hours. Okay. Watch the original Justice League. Okay. And then we will watch either together or separately. I don't care. We will watch the new Justice League and we will tell which one is more trash, because the original is trash. And this one, I'm having a feeling is going to be like hot trash.
How the fuck do you add 6 hours onto a movie? It's a movie. Snyder Cut. Was he going to release an 8-hour movie? Was that what he was going to do?
See, here's the thing. Here's the problem with Snyder. He's got too big of a head. Because if it were me, right? Let's say I was making something and it was complete utter garbage, right? It was just bad. All right. It's like my parents were ashamed of me. Someone committed suicide because I hated it so much. It's that bad, right? Mm-hmm. But in the middle of me making it, somehow, some way, I get out of it. I get my name kind of detached a little bit from it. Somebody else takes the reins and crashes that train into a mall full of children. Okay. I'm not going to go. And then there's like this rumor that, oh, wow, you know, the original was actually better than that. You know, the original one, I would have just rode those waves of, oh, I'm sorry, you'll never get to see my dream of what I wanted the movie to be. But he couldn't do that. He couldn't just live in legend. He had to say, yeah, it was going to be good. And I'm going to show you how good it was going to be. And he's given us 4.5 hours of hot garbage. I'm talking about Hobbit, but
no, isn't it like, wait, so that's my thing. Didn't they like film new shit? Like, didn't they film a bunch of new shit? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like almost a whole film's worth of, like, just make a fucking movie. That's what I don't understand. Why don't you just make a different movie? Why do you have to go back and remake a different movie? Because remake the same movie because a bunch of little pussy nerds on the internet got mad and said it wasn't good enough. Like, what?
Okay, here's the thing. I'll tell you why. Because the movie was so bad that if they were to put money into a new movie, that would be the dumbest thing ever. B, because that movie was so bad, the Warner Brothers is like, all right, screw this Universal DC thing. We're not doing it. Okay. There was more hype behind the possible Snyder Cut than there would ever be behind the Justice League 2. All right. That's why they did it.
Yes.
2, Wonder Woman was already filming a thing. So, you know, she's already in costume. Just bring her over to the next set. Done.
Literally.
What's the guy? Superman? What's his name?
Geralt Rivera of
Cavill. Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill. Yeah,
Henry Cavill's doing a whole lot of nothing all the time. He's too nice of a guy. He's sitting there trying to build a 3090 PC. He got nothing to do. He'll do it, no problem.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck.
What else is he doing?
Huh?
What else is Henry Cavill doing besides they filmed like 5 seasons of The Witcher already? He ain't doing shit.
Ben Affleck. I don't know how they got Ben on there, because I'm sure Batman is why Ben started drinking as much as he did, and then they got him to go. That's kind of mean, right? Ben Affleck.
Have you seen all the pictures of him with
just
just armfuls of Duncan, like trying to sneak into his house, and he's like he's just like he's just trying to get in his own home, and the paparazzi just fucking with him.
Leave Ben Affleck alone, right? So that's why they did it. They filmed it. They
That's
put
a Boston
it out.
dude, man.
They, hey, I'm gonna watch it. I'm super excited to watch it. I think it's gonna be so bad, so bad.
I'll watch it over time. I'm not watching it in one day. I'm not doing.
We're not talking about that though. Why are we talking about that? Ghost of Tsushima.
Because you brought it up.
5!
Ghost of Tsushima developers named official tourism ambassadors. Who did they name the ambassadors?
Who did they name the ambassadors?
Yeah, I said the Ghost of Tsushima developers named official tourism ambassadors.
I fucking heard you. I didn't put the link in the thing. I wasn't. People act like they don't know what rhetorical questions are. I was literally asking you to repeat what you just said.
I know. Look,
okay.
I know.
Creative director Jason Connell and game director Nate Fox, both of Sucker Punch Productions. So they are both named ambassadors of Tsushima and Nagasaki.
Tsushima and Nagasaki?
Tsushima Nagasaki.
Oh,
that's what this Yahoo article says.
Okay. I mean, that's great. I mean, they did bring a lot of attention to they made a great game, brought a lot of attention to it, and not just to Western folks like us, but also to the even Japanese people were talking about it a lot. It's
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. I mean, that's one of those nice things. It's just like that's cool.
Nice.
That's cool.
No, yeah, that's cool. And just a quick thing about Tsushima is I still like that game. I need to go back and get the rest of the trophies and the multiplayer stuff. But I saw somebody have a really bad take the other day where they were like, wow, Tsushima is one of the most boring games I've put like a lot of time into, right? And I was like, okay, what is this person trying to say? And they were like,
Nothing.
There's no challenge. The fights are the same. And then I was kind of like, so what kind of game do you like? And then you go through this person's profile and then you say they play shit like Stardew Valley and like Animal Crossing. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? that game is slow and boring and you put too much time into it. Anyway, I just needed to put that out there because I saw some bad takes about Tsushima, and that was one of them. I saw was that the game was too easy and it was on rails, and I was like, yeah, it's a single player experience. Like, I don't know what you like, and if it's too hard, put it on lethal. I mean, if it's too easy, put it on lethal. I don't know what you want. Like,
I mean, it's not as bad as the people talking about how it's a nationalist game or racist against the Mongols or Mongolians. What's the problem?
Like, okay, bro, let's retroactively save the Mongolians. You're right.
I mean, they still exist. What do you mean, retro?
You know what I mean? Not literally. Oh my god, I know that.
I know. Relax, brah.
All right.
Relax.
Anyway, good for these guys. Good for these guys. Tsushima is a great game. If you haven't played it, play it. It's on sale like every fucking week at this point. It'll probably be on PlayStation Plus, if not that little collection thing. I would say if not this year, then next year. Yeah, I would say they probably add it to PlayStation Plus or something.
Yeah, definitely.
No, not 6. I said 7. Nobody's coming up with 6. Who works out in 6 minutes? You won't even get your heart going, not even a mouse on a wheel.
Ninja Gaiden collection will be 60 frames per second. And I think it said, let's see,
That's good shit.
What resolution are we looking at here?
Ooh, 4K at 60 frames per second.
4K,
You left out
60 frames per second.
you left out the sexiest part.
Well, I was worried about the game because I saw like the little trailer, and the trailer kind of looked like somebody was holding a camcorder in front of a CRT with an Xbox 360 plugged in, with when they still had the what's the YCRB, like that was crazy. It looked bad when I first saw it.
Chill out, Chevar.
Now that's gonna be 4K 60.
I didn't see a trailer at all. I didn't know there even was a trailer. Oh shit, there was a trailer. Yeah, I never watched this. I'm gonna watch it on silent.
There's going to be a digital art book with it, which I'm interested in, and a soundtrack, which I'm not so interested in. Do you remember any Ninja Gaiden?
I don't remember the music at all.
I don't remember the music at all. One of the games had decent music, but most of them were kind of,
oh god, this like, trailer, what the fuck,
half as good as Devil May Cry's music. You got the trailer?
Devil May Cry's music slaps. That shit is great.
Yeah, I like
this trailer does not look good.
Hold on, can I find the trailer on here? Is it let's watch the trailer. You want to watch the trailer? Can you just share the screen? Show the trailer.
Yeah, I'll share my screen. I mean,
it just looked bad. Okay. When I saw it, I was still gonna get it, but it looked like, it just didn't look good. But hearing that it's gonna be 4K 60, that's a good for me.
Yeah, shit. First of all, they're not even showing us gameplay for most of it. It's like gameplay behind like
a theater?
70 filters.
Oh, can you make that bigger for the people who want to see it?
No.
Bro, what do you just push that little button, dog? Thank you.
Bro, shut up.
Sorry, I'm going to take you at literal words. All right? I spent 8 years taking people's literal words and fixing them. All right, I can't. It's a habit,
bro. Okay,
look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look how horrible this looks. That looks bad.
Oh, Chevar, bad. It's not being Chevar. It's because this isn't a remaster. They're just like, it's not even like updating textures. It looks like, unless this is like, oh no, this is the PS4 announcement trailer. This is definitely from the PlayStation channel. So I don't know why they would be showing non-PlayStation footage if this wasn't. Well, yeah, this it's a port, dude. This ain't no fucking remaster.
Well, it's 4K 60. It's 4K 60.
How much this? It is 4K 60, and we're still gonna get it. But I don't know why they. Okay, don't show at the end like anybody cares about Ninja Gaiden 3. That is the one everybody liked the least. I don't know why they did that.
Ninja Gaiden 3 had some merit. All right, it's all right.
Okay. So also, it's the best versions of all of these games, by the way. So it's the ones where you can play as like 3 or 4 different people. So that's good at least.
Right. You can play as all the girls. Yeah. You get all the costumes from the get-go. And there's some things that aren't in the game because I'm pretty sure they had some stuff that was more timely. For whatever reason, Tecmo always makes these deals. Like you see it a lot in Dead or Alive, where you can buy this thing only for these 6 months because as soon as they're too cheap to pay for the license for it to last more than that, right? Like they're Dead or Alive. Right. What's the next newest one? 6. They're Dead or Alive 6 costumes you can't buy anymore. Because it's got
yeah, exactly.
So, that'll be fun.
So looking at this trailer, I do notice most of the stuff that looks bad, like really bad, is from cutscenes, and some of the stuff so clearly they didn't remaster the cutscenes. The cutscenes are going to be ripped straight from the original games, but it looks like the models were at least polished, but there's only so much gameplay in that trailer. Like there's like 2 seconds of gameplay in the trailer. Wild. Yeah, the time stuff is weird.
I don't know. We'll see. I hope it looks better than that. All right. So Outriders. Hold on. Can't talk about number 7 without number 7.
7's the key number here. Think about it. 7 11s.
Yeah.
7 dwarfs. 7, man. That's the number. 7 chipmunks
Yeah.
twirling on a branch, eating lots of sunflowers on my uncle's ranch. You know that old
That was-
children's tale from the
From the
sea?
sea?
It's like you're dreaming about gorgonzola cheese when it's clearly brie time, baby. Step into my office.
Why?
Because you're fucking fired.
All right, number 7. Okay,
right.
so I
Yeah.
got 2 things to talk about here, right? Look, Outriders. We played it. We talked about it. I played it more than you. I maxed out 2 characters.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the
You want me
game.
to clap?
I think it's fun. It plays like trash on the regular PlayStation. I think when you play multiplayer, it's trash. On the PC, it looks great. But I can't play it on PC because every time I just rather play with a controller, right? And every time I connect my controller, it crashes the game. So there's
That sucks.
That's I mean, it sucks, man. Sucks bad. So I play it on the PlayStation.
That sucks.
I'll get it on the 5 whenever I get a 5 in like 3 years, but it's a good game, right? It's coming to Game Pass, so if you have an Xbox, you get the game as long as you've got Game Pass, of course. And it's gonna be good for the player base. You know, it's new. I think it's a fun game. But to me,
It's
the
also
same as
cross. It's like a cross console too. So you
crossplay,
can play
right?
with
So
other people on
everyone's
other
going to be playing
consoles,
together.
yeah.
PC people, the PlayStation people, Xbox people. It's going to be a really big community of people playing this game, especially with the Game Pass acquisition and all that stuff, which is good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nice. I kind of want to get it on PC, but now I don't know if it's going to work on PC. Kind of want to get it on PlayStation, but because you have a PlayStation 5 and I have a 4, it's a little buggy, but that might just be a demo. Who knows, right? And then again, no one likes to play games with me unless it's Neo.
Nah, man. I play Gears with you. If you got back into Halo, if you got good, if you didn't hate
Like,
Halo,
here's
so
the
much,
thing.
you could play
Here's the
Halo
thing.
too.
Halo's that's fun. That's fun and stuff. I'm fine playing Halos and Gears and all that stuff. But sometimes you don't always want to play competitive multiplayer. Sometimes you want to play cooperative multiplayer. You know?
Well, then we should play Horde. Let's play Horde then. No, I'm just kidding. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Like a more cooperative experience. It's not, it's just bang, bang, shoot, shoot.
So I want to get it. I'm sure I'll play it, whatever. But I've been on, I'm on YouTube all day because I'm working. I got the news in the background or something else. And I have, you start one video and everything else follows it. Is exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know how everyone knows how YouTube works. These Outriders people are a little too giddy about Outriders. I mean, I like the game, right? But
yeah, it's fun.
I have to say, I watched about 6 hours in the past 2 weeks of people like, this game studio is the most consumer-friendly game studio I've ever heard of. Yeah.
Square Enix?
No, people can fly. It's so amazing that. And so I got some audio clips from this one video. There's just. And nothing against whoever this guy is. I'm not even whatever the channel is. He's really enthusiastic, which is great. But for example, some people are very, very excited that the demo even exists. Can we take a listen?
Yeah.
Take a listen. Okay, let's take a listen. Yeah.
People Can Fly are doing something a bit unprecedented in the modern AAA video game space. They've released a full-fledged classical demo before the launch of their game. No, this isn't a limited time early access beta testing phase or anything like that. Outriders has a legitimate classical demo, and you don't need to pre-order the game to access it or anything like that.
Classical?
All right, dog.
Wait, no,
Why-
this nigga don't know
why
that demos
is-
come out every week?
Why is this guy acting like there's never been a demo before? Like I
Demos never existed until
I want
Outriders.
to again reiterate. It's not just this guy. I'm not just picking.
Holy shit!
It's not just this guy, okay? Not just this guy. All right. It's like I've heard the same sentiment so many times. There are tons of demos on Xbox and PlayStation, and I don't know, like
they have a whole section for it, and it's updated every week.
There's more,
and they don't all expire. You can go play the demo for like half of the Yakuza games right now. I'm pretty sure. Like you can go download a demo and play it.
There's more. I don't know. Maybe it's not playing.
It's totally free for everyone to download and keep and play for as long as you like. It's even got full-fledged co-op multiplayer support and cross-play enabled. I can't emphasize enough how much I fucking
and then you
love
get to
this,
level
and I
like
want
3.
this to become a gold standard and a mainstay throughout all of gaming. Bring back.
He fucking loves it.
Okay,
he fucking loves it.
So the next,
oh my god!
So the next sound clip, right? Okay, I have to kind of explain it because it's kind of weird. To show how much he loves it, he changes his accent to a different American accent. He's excited. Just listen.
Oh god.
Full game of Outriders right now. Alright, let's get into some details. So this is a very generous demo. You're getting the entire opening prologue and first story chapter of the game. There's several solid hours of content to sink your teeth into if you don't rush the thing, and all of it totally replayable. And to top it all off, any progress you make in the demo can carry over to the full game.
Okay,
does he not remember when Destiny did this? Or
forget that. Look. If you played this game, demo, fresh, start the game, play the game. It's max like 2 hours, max, right?
Yeah, like maybe 2 hours, maybe. If you're weird, you can replay it over and over.
Well, I replayed it again with a different character, and you skip the cutscenes, and the game is maybe 45 minutes long.
Yeah,
without everything, like when you know where to go, and it's like. Okay, for example, when you and I played last time, right? Yeah. I finished the whole character in that little short time we played. That was it. Done. I was done.
Yeah.
With that brand new character.
Yeah, there's not much leveling to do. It's a demo for a reason.
The demo's not bad, but it's not like this generous.
Carrying progress over to the demo has been around since like the Xbox 360. Why are we acting like that's like this like it's just the PS2? You used to play demo discs.
It's just that
if you kept the save data on the memory card, you get an item in the game if you got the full game. Like,
well, I think what this shows the most is that this game might actually be kind of big because people are really excited about it. Like I said, it's not just this guy.
Is this his first time playing a video game? Did he buy a PS4 last year?
Now you're being a bully, okay?
Chevar, he acted like demos don't exist anymore. I'm gonna bully the shit out of this guy. I just wish I knew who it was.
See, cancel culture. You're canceling this guy.
No, because you're trying to cancel me for trying to bully somebody. So who's the real cancel culture?
Listen more. There's more.
A Steven Crowder looking ass.
There's more.
A mighty generous package, I must say. As for the contents of the demo itself and what I think of them, starting off with graphics, just like almost every modern video game nowadays, whether it be AAA or indie, it looks great. What I really want is like every time I unzip my pants, I hear the sound. A mighty generous package, I must say.
A mighty generous pack. What the fuck was that? Okay. First of all, did we play the same game? Because I liked the game and I thought it was fun.
A mighty generous package, I must say. As for the...
Are you going to clip? You have to clip that. We have to play it on the show now. But
a mighty...
But he's losing his fucking shit over a game with some of the worst voice acting I've seen in a demo in a long time.
I must say.
With graphics of a game that should have come out like 4 years ago. Are we gonna play it? Or we're gonna buy it? Probably.
Generous package, I must say. As for the contents of the
exactly, it's a mighty generous package. What is he? If he went to the Switch store and went to the demo section, this man would shit his fucking shorts immediately. He'd be like, "What? You mean I can play Yoshi the first level over and over and it doesn't expire?
Okay, leave the guy alone.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying, he's not the only one. I mean, a lot of people they're super on board. People can fly. They're super on board with this game. And Game Pass is only going to help that get to more people. This might be a really big game. So, I mean, look out for Outriders being like this thing people stream or whatever. I still don't know if I'm gonna get it. I got a couple of days to decide. I'm not sure yet.
A couple of days. You got like a few weeks to decide, bro. Comes out in like 2 weeks.
Well, it depends on when that stimmy hit, right? I gotta spend.
Yeah, my stimmy ain't hit yet. I'm waiting for my stimulus to hit just so I can buy. I'm trying to buy 2 things.
Oh my god. Okay, what are you buying?
I'm trying to buy Loop Hero, and I'm trying to buy Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Loop Hero costs like 3 cents. How much is Loop Hero? I don't even remember. How much is Loop Hero?
It's $20. I don't have money.
Oh, for reals? I got it on sale or something.
Okay. Anyway, and I also want to buy Yakuza Like a Dragon because it goes on sale. It goes on sale like every. It goes on sale every week, and on Xbox it's been sub 60 for like 4 months, and on PlayStation 5 it's like PlayStation 4 it's a free upgrade copy. You can get it for like $28. So that's what I'm spending my stimulus on.
Yags, by the way, okay.
Okay, and I know you keep trying to get that joke off every time. I know.
It's not a joke. It's Japanese, all right?
All right. So
okay.
Did you see the amazing footage of?
Hold on, dog. We got to finish some news. You act like you haven't done this podcast for 2 years already.
You played it.
I started playing it and then I stopped because you couldn't keep your mouth shut. Now I've finished the sound. That was the news. Thanks for listening to the news. There's no more news except for the things we're about to talk about. Elden Ring.
So Elden Ring. Elden Ring. There's gonna be no news this month. In a new video, VentureBeat journalist Jeff Grubb. This is actually from Game Informer. He revealed that there was a March reveal for Elden Ring that's not happening anymore. And this isn't like one of those dumb things where it was like they took something Jasper Schreier or whatever said and like. No, because there's this trend that's been going on recently where games journalists, like the big ones, will make jokes, and then you will see like Inside Gamer or whatever random website make a whole ass article off of, and this, I'm not making this one up. A guy commented a smiley face under a post where somebody was like, "I wish Persona 5 would come to Xbox." All he did was comment a smiley face, and somebody wrote, and I counted like a 600-word article about it. About this man commenting under it. And so I know Chevar, but we have people who listen to the podcast too. So this is a real thing though. So in case you guys didn't hear, last week Elden Ring footage leaked and it looked to be a trailer of some sort or like a trailer in the making. The footage wasn't very clear at all. People were joking saying it looked like a PS1 game, but I think it only looked like that because you literally could not see what was going on. And I even saw people criticizing things like, "Wow, those horse animations look dated." And I'm like, what? This is camera footage of a monitor from across the room of an unfinished trailer. But anyway, we saw things like, you're going to be able, like I said, to ride horses. There's going to be spells. It's going to be a lot of the same atmospheres like the Souls universe or whatever. But since that leaked, because it was like how long was the clip, Chevar? Like maybe like 10 seconds? It wasn't even that long.
No. There were 2 clips. And
there were 2 clips. One was like 10 seconds, but the other one was maybe like a good 30 something. It's almost a minute of footage. Okay. Okay. Yeah. See, and that's that's the thing. Like, it kind of goes back to the Nintendo thing where, remember when they had their thing leaked for the Zelda thing, they just canceled the whole project. This isn't as bad, right? Like, of course, they're probably going to reveal something later because they want to put something together new, because something leaked that they were probably going to release this month, right? Like, allegedly, they were probably going to release From Software was going to release more footage of Elden Ring this month. And for people who don't know, the reason this game is so hyped up is because it comes from the same people who made Dark Souls. And not only that, the story is supposed to be written by George R.R. Martin. And he's supposed to be involved heavily in like the world building and the story. The same guy behind Game of Thrones, right? So it's like basically nerds in the 2010s got their favorite thing to happen, right? But now we may not get more footage for a while. So that kind of sucks. I still have light, by the way. My webcam just does this thing where it goes dark if there's not enough light in the room. But yeah, I don't know, man. That kind of sucks. But if anything, I just want the game to come out, and I don't trust it to come out because George R.R. Martin's a lazy fuck. So,
well, okay. I don't know why they decided to. Also, when we're done with this topic, we gotta go back because I don't think you were looking at the docket there. But I don't look. I
was looking at the pictures that you had on the screen.
Don't pay attention to that.
And also, maybe we should skip that section this time.
No. We're good. So Elden Ring.
Think look, about why I'm saying that, and then we'll revisit it. Okay.
I'm thinking. I got brains.
Okay.
Look, dog. Right. Look, I don't know why they whatever was shown busted their balls so hard, but they've got to like not show it now. It seems kind of.
I feel like that's drastic. It's drastic.
I don't know why. I mean, we don't know why.
I mean, the whole part 2 of the Doom Eternal DLC leaked, and guess what they did instead? They're just releasing it tomorrow. So, like, guess what? They didn't stop the release of it or anything like that. They still went on schedule. Like, people that's been leaked for like a week or two. Like, so I don't know why leaks suddenly are like, oh, now we can't show our thing. Like,
well, I mean, it might be a thing where, and I'm being generous, the only reason they wanted to show anything in the first place was to let people know it still existed, right? Like to let people know that it's in work, it's moving, because that's really why you get little trailers like that. Most of them aren't necessarily promotional. They're just like to keep people's eyes open. And now that it leaked, right? Maybe okay, well, that was enough. People know it's there, right? I mean, tons of people made YouTube videos and all that about the camera footage that looked like trash. So
made fucking videos longer than the actual footage. Jesus.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think that's pretty normal. But
no, but like Chevar, I'm sorry, you saw that footage. What was there to talk about? What was happening in
There's
that
a lot to talk about. Did you see the long
some horses,
version?
A dragon, and
I mean,
somebody with a sword.
There's a lot to talk about in context of other Souls games and stuff. Yeah, there's plenty to talk about.
Do you think it's in the same universe? I wouldn't even think it's in the same. I know that there's like crossover stuff.
Okay, not about it being in the same universe, but stuff you expect from FromSoft, and then the stuff they're doing in this game. That's different stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean,
anyway, I think their goal was met when it leaked. Hey, maybe they leaked it. Who knows? Maybe that was it.
Yeah, and now I'm actually seeing parts that I didn't see before, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that they meant to show. I think that this is them using old assets to like map out a trailer, because a lot of this shit is not like finished.
No, like, not at all.
Yeah, the fact that I saw people making fun of it, and I was like, it obviously isn't like finished. It's like storyboarding basically.
Right. So, like, whatever, whoever, however, whatever, it's not coming soon. So I think it's weird, just like Nintendo, when they cancel stuff, it might be like a petty thing. It might be that the goal was accomplished. Who knows what it was. But looking at the footage, it's not, like you said, it looks too early to really give any like strong opinion. So I kind of don't want to give any opinion of it, but at least we know it's their thing and it's coming. So it's a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited for anything to do with a Miyazaki-led Souls game. Very excited for that.
Yeah, well. All right, let's take a step back, okay? let's get into.
Okay.
I want to play a game with you. Okay.
All right.
We have 4 stories. Okay. Don't click them. Don't click the stories.
I mean, I can see them.
Don't click them. I want you to. I've got 4 stories here. All right. And one of these 4 stories, you have to tell me which stories are true, which ones you think are true, and which ones you think are false. All right. So I'm going to read the headlines.
Sure, you fucked this up already.
No, I didn't.
I don't even have to click on them. I think I know which one.
Hush. Please be quiet. I need you. I'm going to read the headlines, and you're going to tell me which ones are true and which ones are false. I'm going to give you a hint. One of these is false. Okay. The first one: American teacher threatens to stab his students. Number 1. Number 2: people have started scrutinizing teachers physically touching students to determine whether they can wear bras and ban underwear during gym. Number 3: Japan sends seeds to space with the belief that upon the return they will be magical. And 4: Japan bans daytime karaoke due to increase in karaoke-related COVID cases. Do you need me to read these again? Or should I? Don't click. I already see you. I see your mouse. I see your mouse.
So,
why are you trying to cheat? Oh my god.
So the one I think is real. I mean, the one I think is. You said one of them is fake, right?
Okay, let's go one by one. Okay, American teacher threatens to stab his students. You can say true, false, or pass, and we'll come back to it later.
True.
People have started scrutinizing teachers physically touching students to determine whether they can wear bras and ban underwear during gym.
False, because that's a really long headline.
Oh, so that's your false.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to keep going?
Keep going.
Japan sends seeds to space with the belief that upon return they will be magical. True or false?
True.
Japan bans daytime karaoke due to increase in karaoke related COVID cases.
True.
Okay, you're wrong. Okay, so American teacher threatens to stab his students. That is true. So an American teacher, I'm going to open this article here, if you give me a second. An American teacher on Facebook, I think, threatened to go to the school to stab children to death. On the news report on March 15th, he made that claim on what? He said on March 1st. He said,
"He's a man of his word."
March 1st, Benjamin Joel Havoc, 43, said, "Tomorrow, I will go to elementary school and stab all the children to death." The video was found. Yeah, the video was found on March 13th and reported to the school district. He did not stab the children to death. The thing is, they don't give you any more information. This is kind of the bad part about crime in Japan. I doubt that's exactly what he said. That might be like their translation of a translation of what he said. Because that's kind of weird to say.
I know. I believe that's what he said. I believe he straight up said, "I'm gonna stab."
Well, the thing is, they don't even tell. They say,
"What are you gonna do? Stab me?" It's just
they say on social media as though that means something. Like you mean like every single human when they post online?
Oh my
everything's
God.
social media.
Okay, Chevar. So because they didn't designate that it was TikTok or that, because they didn't designate if he was doing the renegade.
No, I'm just no. I'm just highlighting that the lack of detail is rampant throughout the reporting. Like you just don't know. You don't know.
Okay. What about the next one? Is that one fake?
This one was real. Okay, so people have started scrutinizing teachers physically touching students to determine whether they can wear bras and ban underwear during gym. You said this one was false. This one is for true. This one's true. So it's a common practice for teachers to determine whether girls are allowed to wear bras in school. So they feel them up to make sure that their boobs are big enough and that they're hefty enough to tell you. And this goes for men as well.
No, that's some hentai shit. That's not real.
That is absolutely real. And it goes for the male teachers as well. And there are lots of male teachers. And they feel the girls
nasty.
up. There are also underwear checks, so teachers will look under skirts to make sure that kids have underwear.
Stop. No.
And there are some
they're
schools
molesting children. They need to stop.
Hold on. And there are some schools that like when you go to gym and do gym activities, girls aren't allowed to wear underwear because they might catch a cold. I don't know the logic behind it, but that's it.
Can we go to the next one? I don't know about this one.
Okay.
I don't know about that one.
Okay, so that was
the way that's phrased too.
Okay,
people have started scrutinizing teachers. Yeah, they deserve to be scrutinized. What the fuck do you mean?
Okay, so now we have two more. Japan sends seeds to space with the belief that upon return there would be magical, and Japan bans daytime karaoke due to increase in karaoke related COVID cases. Which one?
Okay, the last one. The last one is the one that didn't happen.
Why? Well, what's your reason?
Because
I
really want the seat. Chevar, my hands are right here. I swear to God.
I saw you earlier, girl.
No. The seed one sounds too good to not be true. And the karaoke one sounds like more of an American thing where we would like half ban something. Instead, Japan, they just wouldn't ban it at all. They just be like, "Hey, man, you go karaoke. You got to do you dig?" So I think it's definitely the last one.
Let's start with the last one. Japan bans daytime karaoke due to increase in karaoke COVID-related cases. That is false. So there has been an increase in daytime karaoke cases. Japan, instead of banning it, said, please don't go to karaoke during the day. They did not.
I mean, that's what Texas just did.
Restrictions on karaoke at all. Also,
Texas said, damn, that's crazy. Anyway, you ain't got to wear a mask no more.
Also, daytime karaoke is pretty popular with older people, like elderly people, single housewives. You can't be a single housewife. Single women, housewives. So, yeah. Well, hey, if Japan's population drops really sharply in the next few years, we might know why. Because there's so little being done about COVID.
Big COVID. Big COVID. Big government failures going on there.
Yeah. The last one is true. Japan sends seeds to space with the belief that upon return.
Wait, what? Okay, I clicked on this one.
So the link's not working for some reason. I have it on my phone, I think. So
I replaced it with a new link. There
you replaced it?
Seeds from Google just suggested one and I clicked it and it's the right one. Seeds from Quake, and this is from the Mainichi, Japan's national daily since 1922. The Mainichi. Okay, hey, you say Yakuza, so shut the fuck up. All right?
Yakuza is Yakuza.
I'm sorry, Yakuza. Okay, seeds from Quake hit Japan areas. Wait, what? Wait, seeds from Quake hit Japan areas to travel to space and bid to revitalize region upon return.
Okay, hold on. You had Fukushima, you had the tsunami, you have earthquakes, places that are damaged, right? So, and just follow me here because the logic makes complete sense. So, to revitalize these places, they're going to send seeds from these places, right?
Okay,
that have radiation or just like the ground broke because of earthquake. They're gonna take the seeds, right? They're gonna send them up to the International Space Station as their contribution, and then in 6 months, those seeds are gonna come back, and then they're gonna put them in the ground, and they're gonna fix everything.
Oh, I mean, listen, I don't think it's gonna fix everything, but I think it can definitely have some effects on the biodiversity and stuff. I don't know enough about science.
Biko, if you take chill, hold on. If you take an apple seed, right?
Listen. Space, and then you plant it back in the ground, and you got alien apples.
Take an apple seed, okay? Take an apple seed. Take it to Florida. Come back home. Did the apple seed change? No, it didn't. Take the apple seed. All right, put it in space. Is the apple seed gonna change? No.
Aliens. I've seen Among Us. Aliens are gonna fuck it, and then we have alien apples.
See, they also say they're doing it to pass on memories of the disaster, but like the thing is that seed, I'm sure, existed after the disaster, and whatever grows from it will also exist after the disaster. And it's not like they're sending the seeds up for like 80 years or 100 years. It's like 6 months.
Maybe it's more symbolic than anything, you know? It's kind of what it looks like to me. It looks like when we do shit like pardon turkeys before we slit their throats. Okay, never gonna. Let's get to this last topic, everybody.
No, hold on. Turkey pardoning is literally saving a life. Okay, those turkeys go on to live a nice life with. They get two turkeys.
How we gonna pardon turkeys when we got whole ass facilities and factories cutting up his cousins across the country, bruh? What are you talking about? Nobody cares if we pardon one turkey. We're slaughtering his whole family, like individual, not even individually, in droves. We're slaughtering them.
But we like, saved two. We pardon one.
Though. Oh my god!
But we pardon one though. That's what's a pardon. All turkeys are guilty of being delicious. All right, and we pardon one of them and let him
Jesus Christ. Live on the farm. Oh god. Okay, sure. You know what? I'll let you say whatever you want to say. That's fine.
You know how expensive it must be to buy one of those turkeys to eat after they've been pardoned? Is it illegal? They might have made it illegal. Who knows?
They might have.
Nintendo. That's thing. Nintendo and announcing. Oh, also, thanks for listening to Japan yesterday. And you lost. I'm gonna say you lost because I'm pretty sure you clicked around.
Yeah, right? I lost on the first. Well, no, I did lose because I guessed wrong the first time.
Well, I gave you two guesses. But you
okay, so report, you just want to say I lost. Right.
Nintendo announcing 4K capable Switch model with bigger screen this year. So maybe they're actually making a console this time. The other day, Bloomberg reports more details.
Was that like a joke about how you don't like the Switch or something? Was that what that was?
No. It's fine. It's fine. It's just that I bought a 4K TV, and I got a 4K monitor, and I got another 4K TV.
You ain't got no 4K console?
And I got yes, I do. The PlayStation Pro is 4K, baby. Baby, it's 4K, baby. All right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have the real 4K console. I'm sorry. I can't.
Is it 4K? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So,
is it 4K consistent 60?
In some things, he
said some things.
See, this is why I say you're a bourgeoisie.
You say I have white privilege because I have a PS5. Yeah.
No, I say you got white privilege.
I got PS5
girlfriend. It's the girlfriend, not the.
It's the girlfriend,
and it's a white PlayStation.
Cops don't seem to agree. The nasty old men that be staring me down when I'm trying to get coffee don't agree.
Well, they're just trying to protect.
They look at me. They're just
trying to protect.
Yeah, they're like, damn, that monkey got his hands on it, motherfucker. So,
we've all seen Game
so coming from Bloomberg, it's expected that Nintendo is going to announce a 4K capable Switch model with a slightly larger screen, going from 6.2 inches to a 7-inch Samsung OLED capable of 720p.
Wow!
And
720p?
outputting 4K. Okay, but it's better than 0p in portable compared to the Xbox and the PlayStation. So what the fuck do you want? Anyway, this is rumored to happen. It'll have a better life. It'll have a better battery life and all that shit like that. But here's the thing. I kind of started thinking about this, and as a current Switch owner, I have a few questions. What Switch games are in 4K? None. Why do we need a 4K Switch? So they can patch. They can put a patch in so I can play Mario Odyssey in almost 4K. Like, no, there are no 4K Switch games. And things like Doom Eternal and Control that are actually 4K. Guess what?
The reason they're doing
you can't fucking play them. You can't play them.
The reason they're doing it really is because there are these third-party games that are they have to choose like where they put their resources. They're going to be focusing them on the 5 and the Series X, right? And Nintendo doesn't want to get left behind when they also have to focus on this 1080p machine, where 1080p is literally like 10 years old at this point. So,
right.
Yeah.
No, right. And see, here's the thing. I get that. Right? And I expected this. We've been talking about a Switch Pro for like over a year now, right? We've been saying this is going to happen. And as a current Switch owner, by the time this comes out, if I have enough cash, will I replace mine? Only if there's an easy way to transfer data from one Switch to another, which I think there finally is. I think it took them like a year or two into the Switch's life cycle to get it right. But I have a friend who recently switched theirs to a Switch Lite because they have a regular Switch and a Switch Lite. No. They have 2 regular Switches because it's a multi-person household. So, you know, I get it. You're right. They want to catch up with everything, right? But then that's the thing though. So will they have like a streaming version of Control and a 4K version of Control that actually runs on the system? And if so, what are they going to do about storage? Like, is it really going to be you can only have 2 fucking games on your Switch? Like, is that really what it's going to be at this point? Or is everything going to have to stream, but you can stream it in 4K, but only if you have this thing plugged directly into an Ethernet cable into your internet and your internet's good and you can actually like stream it in 4K consistently? Like,
that's a good question.
I don't know, man.
I have a really good feeling that what they'll do is, because it's so unconventional, whatever the dock is will be more like a traditional console. It won't work unless you plug the actual portable part in, but the dock will actually act as the storage for the big games. And then when you take it portable, you'll only be able to play certain games portable because those certain games fit on the card. You know what I mean?
Ooh, that kind of stings though, because part of what makes the Switch fun.
You still be able to do that. But here's the thing: Switch has been very successful for 3 years with only baby games, with only 200 megabyte baby games.
Oh my god! Okay? Shut the fuck up! They're not 200. They've got 200 megabyte baby games. Oh my god! Shut the fuck up, Chevar.
They've been just fine.
You're such a Nintendo hater, dude.
They've been just fine with 200 megabyte baby games, and like every once in a while, somebody releases a game like Doom or motherfucking Hades or something on it, right? And that's it. All right, that's it.
Yeah.
So if they've survived after that for 3 years, I'm sure they'll survive on telling people, hey, you can still only play those baby games when you go portable. And big boy games, big games, okay? Games that make you buy pants that are bigger, right? Games that make you buy shirts that stretch. Those games?
Okay, Mr. Nintendo. This is sponsored by NintendoHater.com. So here's the thing about that, right?
Hey, if Nintendo decided to sponsor me,
here's the thing about this.
I'd cosplay as
a Nintendo hater.
What?
So okay, here's the thing. Who the fuck would buy a Switch because they're like, oh, I can play Mario and Doom Eternal in 4K? Nobody.
Exactly.
You know, people who own these games, guess what? They're like me. They own all the Nintendo exclusives on the Nintendo console.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else is on something else. I have everything else on. I will never buy Control or Doom on a Nintendo console. That's like robbing myself, even if it is cheaper.
Why not?
Because it's not the same quality.
But what if it became the same quality?
It won't. Unless they sell a dock that is literally quadruple the size of the one they have out now, that has a bunch of GPU and CPU power in it and a bunch of storage, because they're not going to be able to fit all that into a little Switch that's supposed to be as thin as the original one, which is like this thin. They're not going to do that, right? So this console is going to be low end as fuck. It's going to be the low end of 4K. It's going to be the worst performing out of all three of the Xbox Series X, the PS5, and the Switch Pro. It's going to be the lowest performing one. Every piece, every game, it's going to be 4K. Right? Well, no, it's going to be I think it's going to be shittier because it's going to be trying to be something that it can't be. It's going to have low-end PC graphics that are 4K. It's going to have maybe 60 frames per second. But guess what? The games people give a shit about are already running 60 frames per second. Mario 60 frames per second consistently.
Yeah, everything it's also 720p.
Like exactly. And guess what? The people who want Nintendo games, they don't give a shit. We've already discussed this. They don't give a fuck. They want cool art styles. They don't give a shit about something if it's 720p, 480p, or 1080p.
Well,
or
maybe
4K.
Nintendo.
There have been Switch people. There have been Switch people talking shit for years about how they don't care about graphics, right? So what they're trying to do is they're going to get this thing to where they're going to swindle a bunch of people into thinking that they're going to get a Switch that can do the same thing as a PS5, and it's going to be shittier. But the people who like Nintendo are going to act like it's great. They're going to be like, oh, damn, bro, this is fire. I can play Mario in 4K. But yeah, Control looks worse than it does on every other console, even PS4, but it's whatever.
I can fit 2 amiibos on my Switch.
Literally. I don't know. As a Switch owner, I don't see myself wanting to get another one. Like I said, let's have some extra cash laying around when it comes out. I'll get it because I have a 4K TV and I have a 4K monitor. But I don't see myself being like, wow, 4K Switch, Zelda in 4K, what? Crazy. Like I'm good, bro.
All right, well, hey,
would you? Okay, so sure. Okay, let me ask you this. Sure.
Yeah.
As somebody who doesn't have a Switch already, and you said this is made for you, why the fuck would you get the Switch Pro? Why would you get one? Why would you personally, Chevar Price, get a Switch Pro?
I mean, at this point in my life, I wouldn't because
okay.
I'm home all the time, so I like if I needed to play my PlayStation, I'm like, okay, I don't. What's the portable part for? Like,
right?
I don't need it. And if I'm sitting on the couch and
I like playing games in bed
next to my wife, she'll slap me. All right, she's not having.
That makes sense.
Right, TikTok's one thing. I can watch TikTok next month because she can enjoy that, but I can't play games.
Okay, all you're telling me is reasons why you don't want to switch.
If I lived in a kind of world where people could go outside and go to different places like parks, but can't drink in a park here, so I'm not gonna go to a park. Yeah, I'm not single either.
Okay, well, okay. Here's the thing: you're saying that you don't want to switch, and you just like talking shit about the Switch. That's the thing. I don't know who this is for.
No. But don't. Look, man. Look, I want to play Zelda. I'll play it. I won't like it as much as everybody, but I'll play it. I want to play. I want to play games, man. You know, I love games. I'll play it, but. The portable parts isn't like the most appealing thing because I don't need it portable. But if it were 4K and it ran games decently, and then like they started coming out with like cool games, I get it. I play Donkey Kong. There's a Donkey Kong on it, right?
Yes, sure. There's a Donkey Kong.
I play Donkey Kong, man.
But then why not get one now? Is my thing. Like I don't get it
it's not
because
4K
those get that Donkey Kong. That Donkey Kong game's gonna look the same. It is. It's gonna look exactly the same. It's not gonna be 4K.
Nah,
it's not.
I
can tell you that because it's a port of a Wii U game. Boom, full circle.
You know when they give people.
Oh damn! He didn't even realize my geniusness, man. He just ignored me. Okay, what'd you say, man?
Say it again. And I'll pretend.
No, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter.
What were you asking me? Head. Okay, you know how when they give people toast with butter on it, and I'll say, take a bite of this toast, and you bite the toast, and they're like, that wasn't butter, that was margarine. They're like, oh my god, I can't believe it's not butter. It's the same thing, right? And then when they're like, okay, I believe it's not butter, this tastes like trash. It's like, if I think it's in 4K, that's good enough for me. But the fact that the box says 720, it's gonna ruin it. I'm telling you.
Okay, and I knew it. I fucking knew it. Okay, and that's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. Well, all right. Well, now that you got your Switch hate out of the way, I need you to know something. If you're somebody who wants a Switch, if you know somebody who wants a Switch, let them know that this is coming out, just in case they have a 4K TV too. I'm not saying nobody needs this. I just feel like besides people who don't already have a gaming console and don't already have a Switch, I don't see who this is for, bruh. I don't get it. I don't know, man. But yeah,
you got anything to recommend? No, I started first. You got any recommendations?
Well, what I will recommend, this isn't sponsored or anything. If you have a PC or you have an Xbox and you don't have Game Pass, you need to like get that because there's a lot of games on there now. Like there's a shit ton of games. Tomorrow they're literally adding like hundreds because EA Play is going to be on there now. Definitely recommend that. So just anything off of that whole thing. If you're looking for something to de-stress, I'm sorry, Chevar, I've devolved back into a 13-year-old. First-person shooters have become my new comfort object because now I'm just going into Halo 3 and Halo Reach and making people feel bad, making them quit games. So it's been fun. And Doom Eternal is really good too. Like I said, I got kind of pissed at it yesterday morning because the Slayer Gate that I was playing was one of the hardest things I've ever played in a first-person shooter in years. But that's a good thing because it's really fun. But if you haven't played Doom Eternal, I'd recommend that.
All right. Let's see.
What about you?
I watched the Sonic movie. Did I tell you that? I watched Sonic movie.
No, how was it?
It was all right. I mean, it's a kids movie. It's cute. I also
that's what I figured. I'd actually never seen it.
I watched Murder Among Mormons. It's kind of one episode too long, but it's interesting. You know.
Okay. I know my friend Cal suggested that. So no, I need to watch that. We need to get back in our true crime shit.
There's one guy in there who's got, I don't know, he's got like maybe it's like a throat cancer or like his lung was taken out or something. But it's like every time he talks, he makes you look at the screen like, what did we listen to? He sounds like,
oh my God.
It's hard to explain. Like when he
okay,
talks,
I mean, I'll have to check it out.
He lost, I don't know, but yeah, I watched that. That was pretty good. One episode too long. Went on just a little too long.
It's a little too long. Okay, I could see that. I could see that.
Too long.
Well, okay. Well, I'll give that. I'll check that out. Sounds good. Is there anything else on the docket? Anything else there?
No. Why wouldn't you look? But no. Okay. Well, thanks for listening to the Super Chevy Brothers. You got anything else to say?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to Thanks for listening to the Super Chevy Brothers podcast. This is episode 74 on March. After the Ides. What is it? 17th. March 17th. Remember, you can reach us on Twitter at Super Chevy Bro. You can reach Cheval at Cheval P. You can reach me at Cheval Price. All those on Twitter. You can also see us on the book at Super Chevy Bros.
Twitch. You can catch me.
We do live episodes on Twitch now, so you can watch on either of our channels. So we have Super Chevy Biko, and we also have the Super Chevy Bros general channel where we will stream on there. So you can watch on either of those. Go sign up, follow us, help us get to partner. Also, if you're live in the show, you can interact with the show. Isn't that fun? Wouldn't that be a fun thing? Fun thing to do. The show will be every Tuesday. Right? Every Tuesday, right?
Yeah, every Tuesday. Yeah.
Every Tuesday at 6:30, right?
Why are you asking me like I'm the one who's late? Yeah, no. It's every Tuesday at 6:30. Yeah.
Like he's the one that's late. All right. You look at that stream time. So you started first. I was on here. All right. So, and look, check it out.
Okay.
6:30. Every Tuesday, 6:30, you'll see a live show. You can also join our Discord where we no longer do live shows because there's Twitch. Go follow us there. Stay in touch. Stay tuned. We'll have more coming to the YouTube soon. Biko streams every days? Friday?
Well, today was supposed to be one of my streaming days.
Well, today is a streaming day. It's Tuesday. Here. You can stream now.
No, it's not. Sure. Today's fucking Wednesday. What are you talking about?
Oh, shit.
What is wrong
Tuesday
with you?
6:30 is a podcast.
So when Chevar decides that he doesn't want to show up and do the things that we say to do on the days that we have him, I stream on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, but I might be cutting back on one of those. But yeah, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday at 7
well,
p.m.
you're streaming now. You can just turn the game on right after this.
Whatever.
I'm
literally not going to do that because I have a fucking life, Chevar. Chevar telling me how to stream all the time. He never streamed in his whole life. So,
I'm streaming right now.
That's how it be.
Streaming this
first time you ever stream, bro. First time you ever stream.
Literally, that is literally not true. I had like 1,000 viewers when I did Assassin's Creed. Okay.
If you had 1,000 viewers, you'd be affiliate, Chevar.
No, I had 1,000 viewers all at once.
All right. Well, hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We'll be back soon. We'll be back.
Check the link in the description of the podcast. You can get PlayStation and Xbox cards there. Those are Amazon links. So it's a way to support the show without actually, sending us money or anything like that. Huh?
Bezos Cash. Why do you always got to call attention to everything I say?
I didn't understand.
I'm just also here talking.
I thought you said important. Okay. So, go check the link. You'll see some of the games and things to talk about. Link there. You can buy them there. Check them out from the Amazon affiliate page. And it helps the show, helps us get more attention as well. Thanks for listening to Super Chevy Bros Podcast. This has been the show.
See you guys.
Stop talking.
Oh shit.